welcome to the 2020 Prairie State Virtual Pro Bono Awards event. I'm Steve Greeley. I'm the president of the board of Prairie State, and I thank you all for attending. Today, we're talking about pro bono, and pro bono is especially important. My personal experiences with pro bono even started before I became a lawyer. When I was interning after my second year of law school, I actually interned with Prairie State and got some great pro bono experience. I was able to work as a 7-Eleven licensed attorney, which allowed me to go into court, even not having obtained my license at that point, to assist people in orders of protection and other court matters, and also helped a lot of people outside of court, and have continued on helping Prairie State since. So pro bono is important to me. It's important for us as attorneys to take part in, because we're fortunate to have the skills to really impact someone's life. And we have a legal and ethical obligation to assist with pro bono, and it's important because we are the last turn for some people, and if we can help with Prairie State's workload, Prairie State would love to help everyone who's eligible, but unfortunately they just can't. They just don't have the resources. They help based on the priorities. So the more pro bono work that we all can do, the more people that we can help, and that's always a great thing. And especially in this environment that we're in right now, I think the need for Prairie State is going to increase greatly, and any help that anyone can provide would be greatly appreciated. I'm also here to announce the first awardee for Pro Bono Week, and that award is going to State Farm. State Farm has done a great job for Prairie State. They're very highly prevalent in especially the Bloomington area, where the main office is and the in-house council sit, and they've done an awesome job with helping out. They put on clinics, including an expungement clinic that helps people with those expungements. They have the eviction clinic. They take on divorce cases and other kinds of cases. They do such a fantastic job. I want to recognize just a few of the people from State Farm, although there are many that have been involved in this. The few that I know and have heard of include the current board member who is affiliated with State Farm, John Kim. John is very well respected in the community and takes the time to go to the local Bloomington office and to meet with people and to be a part of these pro bono efforts. So thank you very much, John. I also want to thank General Counsel Steve McManus, who I understand even volunteers himself, let alone facilitates the attorneys under him in these pro bono efforts. I also got to meet Sharon Ware. She spoke with Adrian Barr, the local Bloomington managing attorney, at the annual Equal Justice Conference last year, and did a great job talking about that expungement project and all the good work that they're doing there. So thank you, Sharon. And then I heard about a couple other people who are doing such a fantastic job, Ryan Gamelgord and Michelle Marcias. Thank you so much for all the work you're organizing these activities and volunteering yourselves. So again, thanks to all those folks and to everyone else at State Farm.
My name's Adrian Barr, and I manage the Bloomington office of Prairie State Legal Services. With me today, I have Steve McManus, General Counsel at State Farm, and John Kim, Counsel at State Farm. I'm so happy to award State Farm Law Department with our Prairie State Legal Services Pro Bono Excellence Award. I've witnessed firsthand the culture at State Farm. State Farm and its employees are driven to give back to the community. We are really fortunate to have them here in Bloomington, Illinois. Prairie State has a long history of partnership with State Farm. State Farm attorneys have been volunteering for decades. I don't know the full story, but I know that Al Sternberg and Herm Brandow, both now retired, and others were accepting pro bono divorce cases before I was a licensed attorney. These good people champion Prairie State within State Farm, building support for our mission. Both Al and Herm still volunteer with Prairie State. I personally have been the managing attorney in the Bloomington office since 2011, and I have seen a significant increase in the volunteer work by State Farm, both the number of volunteers and the types of cases that State Farm volunteers assist with. And this is because former General Counsel Jeff Jackson and now Steve McManus have continued to encourage their staff to volunteer at Prairie State, using their legal training to help improve our community by helping those who cannot afford attorneys. Since 2018, between 35 and 50 State Farm employees have volunteered with Prairie State Legal Services. Over the past 3 years, State Farm and Prairie State have partnered together and have successfully launched clinics to help people in our community. One example of the work these volunteers are doing is our expungement and sealing clinic. That clinic has received national recognition. We started the clinic together in 2018, and between the beginning of 2018 to the end of 2019, State Farm employees helped 66 people seal or expunge 196 criminal records. This is life-changing for these 66 clients. It removes the black mark from their record, which has prevented them from full employment. These 66 people were given a second chance to earn a decent wage. I get to see these folks when the order is signed and when they receive the good news that they've received sealing or expungement relief. And it is an emotional experience for them. These clients compare it to the birth of their children or getting married. We would not be doing this work in Bloomington without State Farm's help. I'd like to thank Steve and John. Steve personally handles cases. Thank you for that. He's impacted our clients' lives by helping them with expungement sealing relief. And I would like to turn this over to John Kim, a good friend of mine who I've known for quite a while. John sits on the board of Prairie State Legal Services and currently serves as the treasurer. He's someone that I admire for the good work he is doing in this community, both at Prairie State and on a statewide level. So thank you, and I'll turn this over to you, John.
Great, thanks, Adrian. I appreciate your kind words and your leadership in the community, as well as of the Bloomington office for Prairie State. As Adrian mentioned, my name is John Kim. I'm a lawyer at the department at State Farm, and I'm proud to represent the McLean County Bar Association as a representative from our judicial circuit to the board of directors for the system-wide board for Prairie State. And I'm also pleased to represent State Farm and appreciate Steve and our other senior leader support in this endeavor. As Adrian mentioned, our department has had a long history with Prairie State, and I couldn't be more proud of our colleagues and our team. And as Adrian mentioned, we do have a culture of giving back. We like to call it the neighborhood of good, and we like to do good in the communities in which we live and work. And that's set from the very top of our leadership. And Steve, thank you for that. In the other piece that struck me in Adrian's remarks is the history of relationship and partnership. And he mentioned two senior lawyers who have retired on but are still active, Herm Brandow and Al Sternberg. And I've gotten to know both of them largely through our Bloomington office's Campaign for Legal Services. And they're still giving back. They still tell great stories, and they're still raising money for Prairie State and doing good. So a shout out to Herm and Al, and thank you for that. In addition to the expungement clinic, we're also very proud of the legal advice fair that we partnered with Prairie State and Mid-Central Community Action. And I think these examples under Adrian's leadership and in partnership with our pro bono committee reflects just that collaboration in our community and the things that we can do together in helping folks in our community. So thank you again, Adrian, for this recognition, for giving us an opportunity. I look forward to many more years of partnering with you. We've been friends all the way back from our days in Peoria, and it's always great to see you, even in this virtual environment. So I will turn it over to Steve, I think, who has some remarks as well.
Thank you, John, and thank you, Adrian. This is really quite humbling. I just want to thank Prairie State Legal Services for this recognition. I think it's wonderful recognition for our law department and beyond. We do have a couple of State Farm employees outside of our department who volunteer their services for the important work that Prairie States does. And for all the employees in the department, I want to recognize John's leadership as a board member. That's very important to us. But we have so many people, attorneys, paralegals, technicians, that volunteer their time and in service of our community, helping to, assist people in need of essential legal services and helping Prairie States fulfill its mission. So both very humbling, and we're very proud of that work. I also want to thank you, Adrian, for your leadership. You're an inspiring leader. Your staff is always so helpful, as you are. But from the first time we've met, I could see your passion for this work and for helping people in need in improving our community. And that's something for a company that bills itself as a good neighbor, that's something that hits really close to home. So we really appreciate your efforts as well. And I'd like to just share a little perspective, if I could. In our department, we have many priorities, but 3 of them touch outside of the organization. So the first is we have an ethics and professionalism committee where we do things like try and check and make sure we have good conflict programs in place. But it's really the high value work is about ensuring that our attorneys are upholding the standards of practice and being champions for strong ethical lawyering, civil discourse, and just transacting the law with candor and respect toward all. The second committee I'd like to share is our Diversity and Inclusion Committee, which has really hit its full stride as we've seen a diversification of the ranks in our department. But we're also trying very hard to diversify our industry and ensure that the law is open to people from all walks of life and serves people from all walks of life. And so we're very proud of that and the inclusive mindset that comes with it. And finally is our Pro Bono and Volunteerism Committee. I mentioned it last, but it's certainly not least. It's something near and dear to all of our hearts. And we have 38 claim litigation offices around the country that are actively engaged in this work, as well as employees throughout the nation, trying to help people with these essential services. The biggest rank of our employees is right here in Bloomington, Illinois, so the work we do with Prairie States is very important to us, and it won't stop, that's for sure, with this recent award and recognition. We recognize that the present environment is a little bit disrupted now because of the coronavirus. But when things normalize, our intent is to provide even more essential pro bono services to our community. We're always looking to raise the bar. So with that, I just say thank you again for this wonderful recognition. It means more than I could say, but thank you.
Thank you both. I mean, words can't convey how thankful I am to both of you and countless other people at State Farm. There's too many people to list. I wish I could, but it would take 10 minutes and I would undoubtedly forget some people because we have so many volunteers there. What I will say is we're even adapting. We've got a new clinic to deal with the surge in evictions that we're seeing, and State Farm is looking to play a large role in that. So I can't say thank you enough. I really, really am honored to give you this award on behalf of Prairie State.
Good afternoon again, everyone. Michael O'Connor, Executive Director of Prairie State. I want to take this opportunity to congratulate State Farm and their General Counsel, Steve McManus, on the Pro Bono Excellence Award. I'd like to thank Mr. McManus for leading State Farm in their investment in Pro Bono. Also want to thank John Kim. In addition to his individual Pro Bono contributions, John serves on Prairie State's Board of Directors, and in doing so he helps to ensure that Prairie State is a strong and effective organization. So thank you to all, thank you to State Farm and all the people who make up that effort. Now I want to introduce you to a couple more attorneys who are doing great pro bono work with our local offices.
Hi, I'm Teresa from Prairie State Legal Services Waukegan office. Prairie State Lake County office selected our longtime volunteer attorney, Thad Gruchot, to receive our 2020 Pro Bono Award. He started work with us in the fall of 2005 after his retirement as a corporate counsel for a major hotel chain. For 15 years, he has been a weekly presence in our office and has provided pro bono representation to 250 Prairie State clients during his time with us. He specializes in helping people with preparation and execution of simple wills and powers of attorney. Thad is a veteran and has a special interest in helping other vets. His grace, patience, and sense of humor puts clients at ease. His professionalism makes clients feel that they are getting the highest quality help from a real lawyer. Thad did not come to Prairie State with probate experience. He learned how he could fill a much-needed gap in our services and educated himself so he could provide those services. He has remarked that after 50 years of chasing the almighty dollar, he gets more satisfaction at Prairie State without getting paid a penny. Thad, thank you for your many years of pro bono service to the people of Lake County. You have been a priceless addition to the Waukegan office.
Hello, my name is Cindy Maitre, and I'm a telephone counseling attorney and the pro bono coordinator for Prairie State's telephone counseling service. I'm very pleased to recognize attorney Frances Pitts, senior counsel at PNC Bank, as an outstanding Prairie State Legal Services volunteer. Frances began volunteering in the telephone counseling service in 2016, shortly after PNC's legal department approached Prairie State about volunteering in our hotline service. Our program was very new at that time, so we were thrilled to have PNC as our first corporate pro bono partner and Frances as one of our first volunteer attorneys. Since then, she's dedicated over 80 hours of counseling time and advised over 60 clients throughout our 36 county service area on a wide range of legal issues, including probate, family law, consumer law, bankruptcy, and housing issues. She's guided self-represented litigants through the often fearful process of navigating eviction or small claims court. She's helped tenants understand their rights when faced with an eviction notice or poor housing conditions. And she's assured low-income senior and disabled clients of their income exemption rights against all too aggressive creditors and debt collectors. Frances has the unique ability to simplify complicated areas of law and its application to the client's situation in terms the client can understand. Most importantly, in addition to being a consummate legal professional, she has a volunteer's heart, listening to clients' stories and hearing them out with patience, compassion, and understanding. In addition to her client service, Frances has generously given her time and expertise to Prairie State's governance and operational issues. In 2017, she joined our board of directors for a 3-year term, where she holds the office of board secretary and serves on both the executive and the audit committees. Frances, on behalf of everyone at Prairie State Legal Services, I wish to express our heartfelt and deepest gratitude for your 4.5 years of pro bono service. Your dedication and commitment to increasing access to justice for our clients is very much appreciated and valued. Thank you again for all you do to support Prairie State, and congratulations for being recognized as an outstanding Prairie State Legal Services volunteer attorney.
My name is Karen Snyder. I am the Pro Bono Coordinator for the Kankakee office. This year, we are pleased to announce the 2020 Volunteer of the Year for Kankakee is Kirsten Steeves. Attorney Steeves is a longtime member of this community, serving as the owner and operator of her own law firm for over 25 years. Attorney Steeves has a robust local practice, with 50% of her docket being family law. She has lent her extensive expertise in family law to 2 of our domestic violence clients in the last year. In one case, Attorney Steeves dissolved a marriage for a client who had suffered horrendous physical abuse, including black eyes and extreme gaslighting. Attorney Steeves used her training as a certified guardian ad litem, mediator, and litigator to resolve the case for the client. The second case remains in active litigation. In addition to the case resolution, Kirsten has lent her talents as a successful fundraiser to the local campaign for legal services. For 9 years, Kirsten raised approximately $25,000 a year for her local Montessori school, and for 13 years she raised $15,000 for the Peatone Post-Prom. In 2019, Kirsten brought innovation and a spirit of excitement to the local campaign by planning and executing the most financially successful fundraiser we've had in the last decade. Kirsten has in the last year represented among the best of pro bono volunteering for our office. She's been a zealous advocate for our referred clients, and she has lent her support for the staff of the local office. We are beyond pleased to announce that Attorney Kirsten Steeves is the 2020 Kankakee Office Volunteer Attorney of the Year. Congratulations, Kirsten.
Would you share your insights to help us improve our pro bono programs? We're proud of our pro bono programs, and in particular of the outstanding volunteers we're honoring this week. But there's more to do. We hope that you'll tell us what you think of our 2020-2021 volunteer involvement plan. There are 2 easy ways to help. Take a look at our plan summary and email comments to us, or take our simple online survey. There's no need to even read the plan ahead. You can find the link to the survey and to the plan summary on our website, or you can simply email volunteer@pslegal.org and we'll send both of them to you. A generous donor has given 3 gift cards to Starbucks and Amazon as an additional incentive to take our survey. We'll be drawing the winners' names on October 30th. Take our survey by then for a chance to win. We'd love to hear from you.